Now, the stars of the show this year are all electric cars, like this Mission E Cross Turismo. Now, a version of this car is going to go on sale in the UK next year. It's an entirely electric Porsche. This one's got 600 horsepower, 2 electric motors, front and back, and it takes only 15 minutes to charge to 80% of capacity. Now, the car is a 4-seater and it's 4-wheel drive. It's got a range of approximately 400 kilometres and it's got a little pulsing E at the back, just in case you didn't realise that it's all electric. Porsche hasn't revealed what it's going to be called. Mission E is just a code name while it's being developed. Now, one novel feature is that it's got a charging point either side, so it doesn't matter which side you pull in on the charging station, it's easy to plug in. And the question is, what is going to happen to Tesla when cars like this arrive? Because Tesla has always benefited from a niche market, but you'll remember what happened when budget airlines like Go suddenly faced competition from Ryanair and EasyJet. They disappeared. Could Tesla disappear under a whole new range of models like this from Audi, Porsche, from Jaguar? No Geneva Motor Show would be complete without a brand new Ferrari, and this is the new 488 Pista. It's a more powerful version of the original 488. It's got 50 extra horsepower, and they've extracted that from the engine, even though the engine's lighter than it was before. It also comes with the option of lighter wheels made of carbon fibre, aluminium and ceramic, and that's an £18,000 option, same price as a new Ford Mondeo. Now, the most interesting thing in my view is the bit that's not there, and that's this hole in the middle. The Pista is the automotive equivalent of a Polo because it's got a dirty great hole that goes down through the front. That's derived from Formula One, and it's essentially a duct to increase downforce and improve road holding. The car is going to be £252,000 compared to the standard 488, which is £218,000. You can order it now and expect it to be delivered in the summer. Now, this is one of my favourite cars at the show. It's called the Emote, and it's based on the Mini Moke of the 1960s. It's fantastic. It uses traditional lead-acid batteries built in China. It's very cheap. It's less than £19,000. And of course, you can drive it without a driving licence in France and in the UK. But they haven't got a distributor yet in the UK. So if there's anybody out there who wants to set up an Emote distributor company, apply here. The most eagerly anticipated car of the show is arguably this one. And we're not even at the show. We're at a gloomy airfield on the outskirts of Geneva. And we're here to test the new SUV from Jaguar. This is it. It certainly looks the part, and there's an awful lot riding on it. Diesels aren't selling, so hopes are riding on cars like this. It's called the I-Pace, and it's a pure electric. So you can see the layout inside the I-Pace is very simple, almost minimalist in fact. We've got a series of buttons for the gears here: park, reverse, neutral, drive, traction control on the right, air suspension to raise and lower the ride, climate control left and right, and here you've got a nice big 10.5-inch display screen for sat-nav and entertainment. So what could be better? So if you're worried about range anxiety, you've got a screen here to tell you how much charge you've got left in your battery. And as you can see, we're on a 50% charge at the moment, and on this other screen up here, it tells you the range, 96 kilometers in this case, until you need to stop and recharge. Jaguar is claiming you can achieve an 80% charge in about 90 minutes with a 50 kilowatt charger, which it says are pretty standard up and down the motorways. Jaguar will only trust me to drive around a series of cones. They won't let me on the runway of the next door airport, unfortunately. Now, there's not really enough road to test its turn of speed, but you can feel as you put your foot on the throttle that all the power is available immediately. That's about 400 brake horsepower. Four-wheel drive, its 0 to 60 time is about 4.5 seconds. That's as good as a Porsche Carrera. And it's got the feel of something that's quite powerful and quite responsive. And in that sense, I think Jaguar's done a pretty good job. A practical 5-seater family car. 4 doors, and reasonably spacious inside. Instead of a fuel tank, it's got electric motors, front and rear, and it's got a large battery at the back. But despite that, there's still a reasonable amount of boot space.